Ryan, you want to start?
Yeah, Coach, just your excitement being here as a coach for the first time in a bowl game and trying to help these guys get ready for a game, but also you experiencing it for the first time.
Yeah, so being at, Power 4 level, being at a bowl game, of course, at, Jackson State, we were at bowl games, but in San Antonio, the kids are excited about being here. And I mean, it was really nice last night after we had our meetings and going on the Riverwalk and seeing all the lights up and the festivities and people and a lot of good smelling food around there. So, we ate a lot, and these guys have worked hard to get here. So now it's just trying to keep them focused on what the main thing is, and that's the actual game itself. The festivities are nice, but that's really for the fans and for your family who's worked really hard and supported you all this time. They should really be enjoying that. We should have our fun after the game. So it's trying to keep them focused on that, give them a little bit taste, but then also make sure we're keeping the main thing the main thing.
How have you enjoyed the first day with the facilities here at UTSA, just getting acclimated to what they have here?
Yeah, it's nice facilities. I like what we had as far as the space they gave us for us to change into. And then, the locker rooms, opening it up, we were very appreciative of that. And then also the field, having a grass and a turf field to work back and forth on gives you the space and letting us use their equipment also. That's really big. So being here, I've never been to UTSA, facility, but it's a really nice facility. I mean, I was really impressed. And not to say anything wrong, I just never been here before. So to see someone else's, how they do things, I got a couple of tips I want to take back to our people and say, we may want to change this up and get a little bit like UTSA,
Coach Prime and Rick George yesterday announced about the additional coverage for the players that are entering the draft. I was just curious, what do you think that says about this program's commitment to your players?
The additional coverage? What do you mean?
Insurance coverage.
Oh, the insurance? Well, I think that's great. I mean, anything a kid can get that gives resources to keep them healthy, to keep them on the field, all those type of things, I think it's great to have. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I did hear about it. I mean, it's much than what I got. They gave us a helmet and said, pop this on the leg and said, get out there and play. So for them to get that, man, I just think it's beneficial to talk about where the game is, where it's going, and how leadership is taking care of the players. I thought that's excellent.
How do you feel like you guys came out here today, first time out on this field, and you feel like the energy there and the focus was there?
No, I don't think the energy or the focus was to our standards, to be honest with you. We want high standards, and we have a ceiling. So whatever you expect to get out of this bowl practice, if it's not our standards, it's not enough. So just to keep pushing them, to make sure we get the very best out of them. And I think that's what you have to do to be a good coach. Give them the praises on the things they do right, but always find something that you can correct and get better at. And so the energy was not there to where we needed to be. And tomorrow we got to come out a lot sharper.
One guy who was very concerned or just very eyeing on your frustration with how the guys were effort level-wise today was Goldberg, and seeing his son Gage coming back here to San Antonio where you grew up. He mentioned you and had high praise for you as a coach, and seeing the way that he's developed. How exciting is it to see guys like him as well as your entire group developing and getting more locked in as you guys go throughout the rest of this week?
For a coach, that's why we do it. Because I'm telling you, as much as we love the sport, every day you want to quit when you look at the film and you see a guy not doing what you want him to do. And then when they start to do it, it refreshes you, right? So it makes you want to coach even more and give him more and more and more. And then for the kid, when it works and he executes it, he trusts you. And he now believes in you, and he starts to work it. So when you come out, you can't let up on them. You can't see kids, they're young, so they like to be praised. They like to please. But then once they do that, they feel like, okay, that's all I need to do. And they get comfortable. You can never let them get comfortable on you. You always got to keep pushing that bar up, pushing that standard up so they can get better and better. And that's what you saw today. To see a kid like Goldberg, who meets with me every day at 3:45, he comes into my office and we go over his film, whether it's his scout team film or his actual film where he's playing our defense. We go over every single rep, and he's gotten better doing that. So when you get out here and you see him laxed, that for a better way, that pees me off. Okay, because I don't know what I can say on here, but that takes me to another level, and you get very agitated by that because you can't get to this point and then say I'm gonna sit on the couch and take it easy and let what I did before. You always got to push the bar. You always got to move forward, and I need to make sure they understood. Just because we're in Texas, we're gonna coach like we're in Colorado. All right, we're gonna get our job done today.
With Nikhai not being out here, who are you looking to step up for you in the game?
Well, it's next man up. So all the it's funny you say that because as soon as we got in practice in our meetings, they all were like chomping at the bit to see who was going to be the guy. And as you guys know, I keep it anonymous to them. They don't know because I want the competition to be high at practice and then let that play determine who starts for you. So as far as they know right now, they still don't know who it's going to be that's going to play, okay? But I'm looking at the competition. I'm grading the paper. I'm grading the grades from the film, and there's a couple that are pulling out in front that look pretty good to start the game.
Anything else for Coach? All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Coach.